Hello and welcome to The Sensible Witch. I'm Julie and this is a channel where we talk about common sense witchcraft. Before we get started on today's topic, y'all, the Halloween stuff is dropping in the stores. And I went to Cracker Barrel a week ago and I got some things, and I went to At Home again yesterday. I had been there before. But they didn't have anything out. They put everything on the top shelf where I couldn't reach it, so I could see it. They were teasing me with this stuff, and they didn't put it out. But I went yesterday, and I was able to get the one piece that I really, really wanted. I got this beautiful witch, and her face lights green. That's so cool. I saw that you guys may have seen the viral witch that came out from Cracker Barrel. I think it came out 2 years ago. But the witch was a little bit bigger than this one. This one isn't a bad height. She's about a foot tall, I would guess. But it was like, I'd say $60 or $80. I think it was $80. Y'all, this one was $15 from At Home. So I had wanted the witch. I actually also got they have a little ornament of it this year. I got that from Cracker Barrel. I got a number of their large stuff is available in ornaments because I just don't have any more space. Y'all will see soon, probably in September, when I decorate this. I decorate the whole house, but the mantle is insane for Halloween. And I just don't have any room for any more stuff. Even my walls fill up at Halloween or Samhain. I love it. It's my favorite holiday. I just go crazy decorating the house and the yard. But this was a great purchase from At Home, and I'm excited to have her. And then I got a couple of other things. So at Halloween time, y'all, you can get fabulous candles for your practice from At Home. And they have some amazing shapes. So a couple of years ago, I bought these, and this is obviously a heart. This one was $6.99. And I'll include a picture here too of what they have this year. And a lot of these candles are bleeding candles too. I don't know if this one is, but I think these are about $10.99 this year, but still a fabulous price on these candles if you use candles like this. And then this one is a skull. And again, I paid $6.99 for this a couple years ago, but these are, I think, $10.99 this year. Still a good price. And then I got these are so cute. Look at these little tiny skulls. These are bleeding skull candles, and these were $1.99 each. I got 4 of these. I got 2 in each color. These are so cute and so amazing. You know, if you want to do a quick spell to mess with somebody's head, you need a head candle. And you can pick them up for super cheap from At Home during Halloween time and starting. Now, I know it's not Halloween yet, but they're starting to put this stuff out. And I am that crazy person that rushes the store and is looking for some stuff. So looking back at this picture of all the candles, they were $10 this year. So everything in this picture is $10 at Home. Go get you some cool candles for a really good price. So today I want to talk about Mercury Retrograde because it's coming up. The next Mercury Retrograde is going to be from June 29th to July 23rd. So what is Mercury retrograde? Well, any retrograde, and specifically we're going to talk about Mercury because it happens more often than anything else, and I think it affects us more than a lot of the other retrogrades do. The planets orbit at different speeds. So we're further from the sun, so we're going slower, and Mercury is closer to the sun, so it's going faster, and we're all going in the same direction. But during a retrograde, it appears that the planet, in this case Mercury, is moving backwards at times. So can kind of explain it like this. If you're in a train and you're pulling out of a train station and another train is next to you and it's going forward also, but not going as quickly as you are, so this train is going like this and you kind of go faster like this, it appears that the slower moving train is actually sliding backwards. So that is how the retrograde happens and how we see this from the Earth. Looks like it's going backwards. It's not, but what happens during Mercury retrograde? Well, Mercury is the planet that rules communication. So how we think and speak and how we process information, and also kind of information processing, technology, all those things. So I will talk about what happens during Mercury retrograde and some do's and don'ts and some crystals that can help you to navigate this time. So people from your past will show up. Some messages may go missing. People say things that they shouldn't. I noticed that often during Mercury retrograde, Verizon just crashes. And I mean, it crashes hard. We'll lose all communications. My cell phone will stop working for hours. And Verizon's like, well, I don't know what's going on. This seems to happen like every single Mercury retrograde. So you can expect miscommunications, technological issues, and travel delays. So let's talk about some do's and don'ts right after I have a sip of water. So things you should not do during Mercury retrograde. Don't message your ex. Don't sign contracts. Contracts may be missing key information at this time. Don't tell secrets. Don't buy electronics, boats, airplanes, scooters, cars, anything like that during a retrograde. Don't start an important project. Don't open a business. Don't get married. Don't buy a home or move. And don't start a new job. Now, you can't always not do all these things for 3 weeks at a time. You know, you just got hired for an amazing job and they want you to start in 2 weeks. You're still in Mercury retrograde. Go ahead and start the job. But if you can, try not to do a lot of the don'ts. It'll make the retrograde a little bit easier. So what should you do during Mercury retrograde? Make sure you're backing up all your documents, all your work on the computer. Make sure everything is backed up. Clean out your closets and cupboards. It's a great time to renew, refresh. You want to reconnect with old friends, except for those exes. Let them go. But if they're old friends, you may want to reconnect with them. Also, you can restart stalled projects. Make sure you confirm all your reservations. Again, things go wrong. And make repairs. And finally, you can rest. So what is good magic to do during Mercury retrograde? Well, good things to do magically during the retrograde time are shadow work. You can complete old spell work. You can do cleansing, protection, and grounding rituals. Those are the best things to do during Mercury retrograde. So let's talk about some helpful crystals for Mercury retrograde. And I have some of them here. I don't have all of these, I don't think, but so amethyst is the first one. It's this pretty purple stone, and it is used for channeling intuition. Rose quartz can be helpful for self-love and patience. Really pretty light pink stone. And you're going to need a lot of patience during Mercury retrograde. So protect yourself with a rose quartz. And then black tourmaline is amazing for grounding, protection, and it also helps to shield against your technology. So anything going wrong with your technology, the black tourmaline can help shield you against it. Fluorite, which I don't know. I'm sure I have a piece of somewhere, but I didn't want to go through all my crystals. I have a lot of them, y'all. Fluorite brings mental clarity. Also, blue kyanite opens the throat chakra for better communication. Then labradorite. This one helps cope with delays and changes and helps you see what's really happening. You can use clear quartz. Clear quartz is good for a lot of stuff, y'all. This amplifies your intentions and clarifies your energetic field. Aquamarine. I don't think I have any aquamarine. Also works with the throat chakra for clear expression and reducing misunderstandings. Maybe I need some right now. And then finally, hematite. Hematite helps keep you anchored. So those are some stones and ideas that can help you to deal with the Mercury retrograde. Now, what happens if you're born under Mercury retrograde? I can speak to that, as I, in fact, was born under Mercury retrograde. And you can, if you don't have your chart, if you know where you were born and the exact time of day you were born, you can get on. I use astro.com. It's free. You can put your information in there, and then it just spits your chart out, and then you can see which planets were in retrograde when you were born. And when I was born, Mercury was in retrograde. I had my magic teacher tell me that if you were born under a retrograde, that retrograde kind of affects you less than it may people that were not born under retrograde. And I have found that to mostly be true for Mercury retrograde. Other than the crashing Verizon, it usually isn't too difficult and too painful for me, but I know that a lot of people really struggle with it. So if you do, again, use these crystals and these suggestions to kind of help you through it. And then finally, don't forget about the shadow periods, which are several days before and several days after the scheduled retrograde, because the effects can kind of start happening and keep happening throughout that shadow period as well. So what do you do for Mercury retrograde? I would love to hear your experiences. You can comment below. Please like and subscribe. It does help my channel, as I am just getting started and growing. Also, please follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm really trying to do more stuff on Instagram, y'all. I think I put some stuff up on Instagram this week, but I am more active on Facebook because I'm old and that's my platform of choice. But you can follow me on those two platforms. Also, I will link my Etsy store below. I sell witchy clothes, home goods, oils, and I kind of specialize in Kali merchandise because Kali is the goddess I work with, and I haven't seen a lot of her stuff out there, so I have a lot of Kali stuff in my store. So if you check it out, I would appreciate it. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time, everybody. Bye.